actors you've heard. When I was growing up, my mama, she loved fried chicken. Woo, wait. Like, okay, yes, that's slapstick funny. It's going to give you a laugh or two, but you're not going to get on a big stage with that. You're not going to get on TV with that. Everyone does that. That's why I'm trying to get off it. I'm trying to grow as a comic. I don't want to have to I want me being black and gay to be a descriptive, not what defines me. I want to be Sky Williams, the comic, not Sky, the black and gay comic. And I am working on weaning myself off. My fans will tell you already that I haven't been saying it as much recently. And it's a process. It's a long process, but I'm working on it. At least I can say
all of that. Everything you just said is like totally fine and totally cool. But so how does any of that tie into why women shouldn't be allowed to use their sexuality to gain views? Like,
you said that to me! You were telling me that being black and gay was equivalent of using their tits for views. You made that claim to me. So it's up to the burden of proving that claim is up to you.
I said it was the same, and all you told me was that you were trying to get rid of it. You never said that they're totally fucking different.
No.
I don't remember.
Yeah, no, I did say that they were different because I'm not using it to get views. I'm not milking it for that. I'm using it as a defense mechanism.
You can't deny that your early videos that you made, you played that gimmick up in order to gain views. It was part of your comedy. I think even your sub notification is "Are you gay?" or whatever, isn't it? Like.
Yeah, because of my video, whoa dude, what are you gay? That's one of my most famous gameplay video with Donkey. So yeah, of course I'm gonna play that one line.
So how could you say that you don't use the gay and the black thing at all to as part of your comedic?
No, now you're talking about absolutes. Never once did I say I didn't use it at all. I said I'm trying not to.
Okay, I understand that, but so the comparison that I made was that women sometimes use their sexuality as part of their marketing play. And then I said that it's strange that you call women out on that because you've used, and you just said, because you said you just said that you've never said you haven't ever done it, right? There was like 50 negatives in there, right? But I said that your black and gay kind of gimmick thing that plays into your bit is similar to a woman using her looks or sexuality to market to people. So I don't understand, like, at what point do you say that that's totally not true? I don't think you've ever said that they're totally different things.
I'm not going to claim that these two are totally different things, using something to elicit a reaction. Let's use an example of Phantom Lord. Love him to death, but when the whole derp trolling thing was going on, he understood that he can make a shitload of money by just keeping it going. And he used that to his advantage. Did that make him does he deserve to be called a bunch of names? Probably not. And of course, it doesn't really, nothing sexual could be into play here.
That example is really bad, and I'll take effect to that because I can say that example was objectively and ethically disgusting because he gave a huge platform to people that are actively harming any community that they're ever part of, whether it's a gaming community or gaming forums or Reddit or Twitter accounts. Like, those guys were objectively bad, Phantom Lord playing up that drama was something that was objectively harmful to the community.
Sure.
Again, going back to my early example, I don't think there are any losers in a transaction.
But wait a minute. Hold on.
The 15, 16-year-old donating $5 to a woman streamer because he thinks
you said that what Phantom Lord did was bad just now, right? Objectively, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. However, you still don't think that no matter how bad it is as a streamer yourself, that hustle was I had to respect the nigga's hustle. I didn't say that it sucked. What he did was shitty, sure, but the nigga made money. And at the end of the day, that's all I can say is man, that was a dick move, but you made your money, good shit. That's in my heart. I'm sorry. I may not agree with what he did, but he's making his money. Much like I don't agree with women taking advantage of horny kids, but they're making their money.
Whoa, that was a crazy false equivalency. No, you can't. If what he did was objectively or morally bad, that would be like me saying, well, that guy fucking murdered that dude.
Oh, wait, hold on.
$150. Objectively? But even though, it's his hustle and he made money, so I respect that. No way, those are two
Hold on. You know that derp trolling didn't only just take down League, right? They took down a lot of sites like God Hates Fags and a whole bunch of hate sites too, the KKK. They did, I'm not saying they were good people, but I'm saying they didn't just yeah, we hate everyone. They weren't just fucking assholes. But I'm not going to debate whether or not derp trolling was amazing or bad. I'm just saying, dude, you can't use objective here because it's a subjective thing.
It's not subjective. It's as objective as it comes. It's black and white. Phantom Lloyd was joining servers and he was requesting the dirt people to fucking DDoS them. I mean, even legally it's in the wrong. But this is not like a gray area at all. This is a very easy black and white, like objectively fucking wrong thing.
It's an absolute shitty thing that happened. It is an absolute shitty thing that happened, but I'm not going to allow you to compare that to this. Like, in that way, in that way, in that way, oh my god, Destiny, in that way, God, okay, God. I said in that way, nigga, can you chill? Can you just relax? I wasn't even supposed to talk to you. And I'm glad that you're here. I think what
Destiny is trying to say is that you're comparing what girl streamers do to derp trolling, whenever what derp trolling did was harmful, and what female streamers do that sexualize themselves is not harmful.
You don't think that female streamers
was getting ready to make?
You don't feel like female streamers that do what they do, you don't feel like that's harmful?
No. Like Destiny said, who is that harmful to?
Who's the loser in that transaction? Yeah, that hasn't been answered yet. And you even said there were no losers there. The fifth is transgender, right? It's publicly known. She does not talk about it ever. It's just not something that she enjoys talking about, right? Sometimes I feel like when AMAs are poised, or when people have like deep questions for her or whatever, it kind of feels like sometimes people are almost expecting her to talk about it.
Add Civ HD. Because this is a 2v1, I need my nigga.
Sure. It almost feels like people are expecting her to talk about it more sometimes because other transgender people are so vocal, right? But you can obviously say that, like, well, you can't blame, like, all the fucking transgender people for that, or, like, it's just wrong what people are asking of her. If she's not comfortable with it, she doesn't have to do it, right? Looking back to your example, what if there is a gay streamer on Twitch who, unlike you, doesn't like to use the gay thing at all, right? But let's say it's kind of obvious he's gay. He talks with the gay lisp and has like gay mannerisms or whatever, but he really, really, really does not like it. He doesn't enjoy it. He doesn't want people to bring it up, and he doesn't even want people to mention it. But people watch Sky stream, and you so gays, your sub sound and everything you do, you're really open about it and gay and funny, and it's awesome. Well, now I'm watching this guy stream. Why is this asshole so fucking conceited? Why can't he just act like a little bit funny? Why doesn't he talk about being gay at all? Like, why is he so I don't know, it just seems kind of weird. Like, he's so fake. I don't understand how you can't see the connection between what other people could do with you and other gay or black streamers versus what other people would do with a cleavage streamer and then a woman streaming who doesn't want to show cleavage, you know?
And that's the problem. I'm just not, again, I guess I'm just not as articulate, so I'll give it my best shot and to say that there's a reason why there's a reason why this is just hypothetical. Because that doesn't happen.
The reason why, yeah, but do you know why it's hypothetical?
Because there aren't a lot of gay streamers. There aren't a lot of gay streamers that aren't.
And there aren't a lot of female streamers. This is still like a 95% fucking male dominated.
Hold on. I gotta. Okay, hey, I'm gonna restart this call. I'm gonna call Civ HD as well.
Okay.
All right. 2v1. I gotta get Civ in here. Civ.
Hey, Sky.
Oh my god, dude! I got tricked into a yelling match. I need your help.
All right, I'm really good at that. Let's do this.
Thank you so much. I got tricked. I got fucking tricked, and I have points, but they just tricked me into a 2v1. Fuck. All right.
Don't worry, I have a lot of experience with tricks.
Ask Destiny to come back.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, hold on.
All right, I got him.
Hi, Steph.
Hey, Casey.
I haven't got to talk to you much.
That's all right.
Okay, call failed. Do I have to add him as a?
But let's see if I can do it.
Yeah, you do have to add him.
Okay, I'll add him right now. Casey, real quick though. Are you serious right now?
Oh, sorry, I had to click the join call.
God damn it, man.
Hey,
sorry,
Destiny.
Buddy. Hey, what's up?
Sorry for causing so much trouble trying to join the call.
Okay.
No, it's okay, buddy.
So, the reason why that hypothetical doesn't exist is because, well, one, if you want to say that, there's only 5% girls, I don't really know that many gay streamers in any spotlight. I'm just unaware. I don't know if you have the numbers on that, if you keep track, but, I don't, I don't really know what the point you were trying to make. You said you asked me, do you know why? And I'm asking, yeah, well, continue.
The point is really simple. I'm saying that because some women stream with cleavage, that doesn't mean that all of a sudden every single woman should be treated as though has to stream with cleavage. Like that doesn't make sense. Like that's really silly. Much the same way that just because you stream in a particular way doesn't mean that everybody should stereotype every guy to stream, every gay black guy to stream in a particular way.
Destiny, can I say a few things?
Oh my god, you
Yeah,
got
sure.
money.
There's kind of two things I want to say. First thing I wanted to say was I heard you say like about the kids watching the girl streamers, you know, because it's exciting for them, and you were like, well, I bet all these guys have a porn website in their history like not 5 tabs ago. And I was like, are you serious? Like, were you never 12? Were you never 13? You know, I'm not sure what your parents did at that age, but my parents were smart. And my parents were like, hey, Robert, because that's like my real name, it's not exclusive. And they were like, hey, Robert, we can totally see everything you do on that computer. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm not going to go on no porn websites. I'm gonna... You know, and you find alternative ways to see exciting things, you know, and that's very relevant on Twitch TV. There's like 1 million kids that
a subscriber?
end up, and they're like, oh shit, I'm seeing something that's making me feel special down there. This is fucking awesome, you know, and like they don't go on porn websites. Are you kidding me? And
what's your argument that like is 13 and 14-year-old kids shouldn't get horny? I don't know what the fuck. I don't know where we're going with this. But
Well, and I think
I'm
it's
saying
also
that
saying
it's
that
wrong to
like
manipulate
Nicole
that.
still has like 200,000 viewers. Are you saying they're all 12-year-old kids who can't visit a porn website? Like,
Oh, finally. Oh, it just came to my head. Thank God. I'd like to go back and redact something. I'm so sorry. I don't know why this wasn't here earlier. So remember when we were talking about there are no losers? Remember we were saying like the horny kids give the girl the money.
Yep.
The girl gets the money, they get their thing, there's no losers. Well, I don't really think that's entirely true anymore. I actually like the only and this is why I didn't say it earlier because I wasn't sure how to classify it. But I feel like these horny young boys are really impressionable. Now when the streamers don't stop the chat from calling them a slut and a whore, you don't think that these boys go in there and see that as okay? Does that make sense? Like if a 12-year-old... What? A little Jenny is dancing on stream?
She's streaming League of Legends. She's doing her top routine in a dress.
I mean, she does have nice breasts. And she's getting a lot of subs. Look, she's playing the game. She's playing... Look, right now, a little Jenny is dancing on her stream. Full screen. It says League of Legends, but it's full screen. I'm watching it right now. She got her titties nice together. She got her eyes all done. Her eyebrows on fleek. Hair is nice. You know, she's getting a lot of subs right now. I see it. She might get some donations. Is she doing something wrong? I mean, she's acting like a cam girl. She might be... put the camera down. Is she doing something wrong? No. Is that kind of fucked up? Well, I think that she is just literally not playing League. She's literally just being a cam girl. So why do we have that on a gaming website? Why can't she go on...
Whoa. Hasn't it been like 45 minutes since your last League game? Like, dog, I haven't seen you queue up for the fucking ladder thing.
This is an isolated incident. I don't do this all the time. But she does that all the time.
Like, I hear that statement a lot, and I think that's basically saying that...
And if you want, I can play League right now.
Her wearing a low... I don't know. I hear that statement a lot, and basically what you're saying is her wearing a low-cut shirt is the equivalent of going and having sex with men on camera.
Whoa, Casey, whoa.
You're saying that she should go to a porn site.
Whoa.
You're saying, no, isn't that what you just said? You're saying
you said she looks like a cam girl.
No, hold on. I don't give it's not about what she's wearing. It's full screen with her in an outfit dancing where it says now playing League of Legends. I don't care. She could be wearing a fucking like she could be wearing a turtleneck.
Okay. So this is a terms of service violation. This is totally irrelevant to everything we're talking about. Then this is nothing. No, I didn't. You're trying to.
She did.
Oh, okay. This is a terms of service violation. If she's not playing League at all or whatever, then sure, that's bad. But it doesn't matter what she's doing. It's totally irrelevant to everything we're talking about.
Wait, no, it's not. I was making a point in saying what she's doing there is she's hustling. Even right now on this stream, we all know just as well, Destiny, that you would have never talked to me if you didn't feel like this was going to give you exposure. Same here. I would have never done this if I didn't think that I was going to get attention from this. We're all playing the game. Don't be stupid and act like you don't know what I'm talking about.
No one's being stupid here. And I know that fully well. I know that 100,000,000%. You got fucking 22,000 viewers. Of course I'm on here.
22,000 viewers,
the difference is, I don't make fun of girls that do it either. I know that everybody's playing the game. I'm not like picking and choosing like, well, this bitch right here has her titties on stream. That's bullshit. And then I go back to my 4,000 league viewer stream where I'm at fucking gold 1 and people are only watching me because I'm funny. Like, because I would feel like a massive fucking hypocrite there. Because I know people aren't watching me for my top tier gameplay, right?
No, time out.
Destiny, there's a big difference. Like before you said, hey, you're saying people are watching these girls because they're hot, and you're exactly the same because they're watching you because you're funny, and it's not about the game either. I don't think that's really true. Like, we make the game funny. The game is meant to be fun, and we are trying to make it more fun. We're trying to get the best out of it and make it funny, make jokes around it, sure, and that way get this entertaining product. I think it's very different from making it sexual, which has nothing to do with the game.
That's not true. That's not even true, because a lot of the humor that we get, even like with fucking when me and Kaceytron would stream League together, very few, almost none of that humor has anything to do with the game. It's me insulting her, and then her insulting me, and then insulting the cat cam guy or whatever. We might be playing League while we're doing it, but we could just as easily be playing StarCraft, Counter-Strike, any other game. Those scenarios could take place.
Absolutely, but the only reason why you're playing League is not only because A, it's the biggest platform and you want attention, much like me, but B, you understand that that is the target audience that would really garner something from watching Kaceytron's tits or whoever's, and that's not wrong. I'm sick of you telling me that that I hate these girls for doing what they do.
You're the one that made the YouTube video about it. I'm not trying to put
Then go back,
hurting all women streamers.
Then go back and watch it. When did I say I hate these girls? They're fine. I don't agree with what they're doing, but it's the hustle. It's the fucking hustle. Let them do it. That's fine, but I'm just saying, in my opinion, from what I'm looking at, a lot of girls that don't look as good as them can't do the same thing, and I just think that sucks. In fact,
it doesn't suck. That's fucking reality. Much the same way that Kevin Hart, the streamer who streams with his shirt off, I can't stream with my shirt off.
Did you just say that doesn't suck? Wait a minute, time out. Did you just say that doesn't suck?
No, I said it does suck, but it's fucking reality.
Yeah, it's reality, and
I can never capture an audience that wants to watch a black gay guy. I'll never capture Kaceytron's audience that wants to watch a funny girl with tits. I'll never capture an audience. I'll never date a girl that wants a guy with huge fucking arms. It's reality. You have to play to your fucking strengths. Just because somebody else is out streaming you using one of their talents doesn't mean that you can tear them fucking down for it because you're too salty that you're not pretty enough or you're not funny enough. You have to play to your fucking strengths, especially on fucking Twitch TV.
Whoa.
Around and tell people that,
Destiny,
you're too hot. Fuck you. You can't stream that hot because I'm not that hot.
Destiny. First of all,
that's so fucking entitled,
Destiny, first of all.
Destiny,
hold on, Civ,
there's no training involved there, usually.
Civ, everybody, please, hold up. First of all, I'm fucking beautiful. Okay, let's just debunk that myth, nigga, right here, okay? Before we go any further, just know that I'm fucking beautiful. I'm not salty that these niggas is prettier than me. I don't give a fuck. At the end of the day, when we're 80, will it matter? Right? I mean, I'm just saying, first of all. Second of all, I don't like this idea that you think that I don't enjoy, like I don't like these girls. I need you to know. I need you to say it when I tell you I don't dislike these girls. I don't. Except the one that told me that she's glad that my best friend killed herself. Yeah, she could burn in a fire. But everybody else, I'm cool with them. I'm fine with them. They're doing their hustle, much like we are doing right now, and you are doing right now. Negative or positive, you still getting some from this. You too, Casey. Don't act like you slick. You know that you a giant fucking troll, but in this, when your stream is starting to get figured out and you're becoming a little bit of irrelevant, you want to come on here and do this? I get it. I get you.
My stream's not being
wait, you're the one that reached out, dog. What the fuck?
No. She wrote an article on me. The fuck am I supposed to do? She wrote an article attacking me when she is a big fraud herself. Of course I'm going to say something.
Fraud? What?
She is satirical on her stream. She doesn't actually believe anything that she's saying, Destiny. You know this. Stop being stupid.
How is that fraudulent? It's pretty.
Whoa, dude.
Do you go see an actor in a film and you call him a fraud and want your money back?
What I'm saying is that Casey is a troll. Casey's a troll, right?
Is it fair that Leonardo DiCaprio can still make money doing movies when I saw him drown in Titanic? What a fucking fraud, right?
No, what I'm saying is that Kaceytron is a troll. That's all I'm asserting. So when you come at me and you're saying like, why did you bring it up? Because when she writes an article about me, I have to figure out, Casey, are you actually offended or is this just another troll? I watched her on that stream earlier and they introduced her. You know what she said? Hi, I'm Kaceytron. I play League at a very high level, and I'm like,
Then I'm sure that after she said that, I think she laughed a little bit, and I think everybody on the show laughed. I think that anybody
I was watching. I was
knew that she was trolling when she said that.
Whoa, don't bring Asperger's into this. This is rude. First of all, second of all, I'm just saying that I watched it. And she was trolling in that moment. She was doing what she does best. And again, she's a comedical genius. She's an absolute genius. But I'm just going to say, like, when she came at me like that, because Casey and I are seemingly friends, and she didn't address this to me personally, I didn't know if this was an attention cry or she actually was offended.
How could you not
offended for the people that you called out? Like, I was offended for my friend Nicole Slaw.
Like, how do you make a video like that and not expect some kind of response, right? Because the video is pretty damning.
I expected a response.
Why are you surprised that she wrote one?
No. I expected a response. I knew that I was going to get a response. Any man, look, like I said, 31 death threats, 26 people think that I'm a rapist. I knew that I was going to get a response, okay? And what I didn't know is that I did not think that Kaceytron would actually respond in this way, only because the shtick of her stream is to argue into absurdity female gamers as they are. That is her whole shtick. And so for her to actually respond seriously, I'll admit, that got me left field.
I don't think I'm making fun of female streamers. Like, I'm not going and making fun of Nicole Slaw. I'm making fun of the stereotype that people give female streamers.
Right. No, that's absolutely right. That's why in that satire, when I have told you time and time again how much of a genius you are, in that satire, that's all I'm talking about. I did not know that you actually felt this way, which is why I wanted to talk to you.
But Kaceytron, a stereotype isn't just given to people. A stereotype is built on what people see, and that's the exact problem here on Twitch. If you don't like the stereotype, it's created by some of these girls, which Sky is complaining about.
I never said that I didn't like this stereotype. I don't think that
it's, you know, the complete... Do you believe that it's the complete blame of the men in this situation?
No.
I don't think
there's anybody to blame.
Because no one's getting hurt. No one's getting harmed.
I don't believe that.
How can you say no one's getting harmed? There's a lot of people that work very, very hard to either get really skilled or make the game entertaining in some way. And those people are losing on their spotlight.
No, they're not losing because they're fucking boring and their streams suck. That's the harsh reality of it. If you don't get any fucking viewers on your stream, then you either need...
No, but I'm not saying they're not getting viewers.
Wait, how are you being so fucking heartless now? What?
I said they take the spots. Like, so for example, if in the 5th place is now a girl with boobs, before there would be a guy there, or a girl, whoever, being with skills or being funny.
That's so fucking fake. That's not even close to fucking true. Do you stream? There are other streamers in here, right?
Wait, because do you stream? This is Civ H fucking D, my nigga. What?
No, my point is, what you said is, hey, your stream sucks if it gets... No, about someone. My point is that a girl, for example, has 2,000 booby views, yeah? And imagine that stream will take over at some point someone's random stream with 2,000 views, yeah? That stream doesn't suck, it just had 2,000 views.
No, he didn't say that Sir Chez's stream sucks.
Literally, I have more experience streaming than either of you motherfuckers, okay? You started out in League, I started in StarCraft. What you're saying is so fucking wrong. If there is a girl streaming, and she's got fucking 20,000 viewers on her stream, because she's got fucking boob viewers or whatever, and I'm streaming with 3,000 people, if she didn't exist, the idea that I would magically have 20,000 viewers is so fucking retarded.
Wait, Destiny, how?
Absolutely right.
Hold on. How absolutely dare you to be so fucking pretentious and obtuse that you just want to throw around your experience just because you can, because you're older or whatever? My nigga, that in this case, We are League of Legends streamers. You're a StarCraft streamer. We have different communities, but don't come around here flexing your goddamn history because you think it's going to get you anywhere.
That's fine. Okay, that's fine, but then you can't say things that are just factually fucking wrong. You can't use another stream as an excuse.
When Kaceytron gets the top, when Kaceytron used to hit top of the league almost every single time. Like she always hit #1 on league Twitch consistently.
I mean that was
long ago.
That was with certain things that were happening too. Like obviously I was getting a little bit more attention because I was controversial and I was able to hold my viewers because I'm a good streamer, not because I have tits.
Yeah, but Kaceytron, once again, I think you were the example of someone who is funny, yeah? And we are complaining about the people who are getting views purely for the boobs, and then it takes over someone's stream.
That doesn't exist. People don't get views purely for boobs.
What's it happening with?
They're consistently around like 500 to 1,000, and there's some streams there that worked very hard to get there.
Yeah, some streams actually work, and other people just have breasts.
There are all of these streamers with boobs that get thousands of viewers, and that's all they have are boobs. You use Kaceytron as an example, but her stream is legitimately entertaining.
Yes.
He was saying that I was an exception. He said that I was an exception.
Yeah.
But I mean,
a huge exception because Casey's again really fucking funny.
Yeah, but that's the point. I can go through right now and I can look at the League of Legends streams. Here's a girl called Hirona who's sitting at 76 viewers. She's got, like, okay tits on stream. Here's another one, fucking Treya or whatever, with 100 viewers. There are so many girls that stream with decent cleavage on stream that aren't getting 50 million fucking viewers. So there's, like, you're creating this fantasy world where all of these entitled streamers who have a bad schedule, who aren't funny, who stream in shitty quality, who are bad players, somehow magically think that, oh man, if all of these cleavage cam streamers would disappear, I would get the 5,000 viewers.
Dude, wait a minute. Dude, why are you targeting?
No one ever said that.
No one ever said that. And why are you targeting top streamers? The people that are watching this stream right now, I don't know how many there are on there, but I can guarantee right now, many of their streams would be lucky to get 10 viewers. I'm not saying that to be arrogant. I'm just saying we can't keep talking about the upper echelon of streamers because that's not where I was going.
Lower tier streamers, then it's even more irrelevant. If you're only getting 15 viewers, do you really
talking about those guys, dude?
Yeah, that's exactly who you were talking about. You said, what if a 2,000 booby streamer overcomes a 1,500 viewer streamer? Like that guy is just magically losing all of his loyal viewers to fucking tits.
Because horniness does that to you.
Spotlight in like the top 5 streams. Like people look at the ranking of streamers right now. Yeah, that's why. When you're like ranked 100 on Twitch, you're not gonna get viewers because people consistently look at the ranking, yeah? So when booby streams take over the ranking and get higher, they take over slots and push other streams down, you know? And these can be girls or guys who are not doing that.
That's very, very, very rare. That's like a one-time thing. Remember when Nicole first started streaming? I think she had like 12,000 viewers or something crazy, like the first day she did it. But then after that, it was just a boob stream and people realized it and it was boring and they stopped tuning in. You make it sound like that every single day there are all of these cleavage streamers that are just rising to the top, taking up those top slots and eating those viewers. When in reality, that happens like once a month, once bi-monthly. Like this is like such a rare occurrence that I can't even believe that you're seriously offering it as like a problem. It's not. Not to mention the fact that I think it was Sky that just said that, oh, well, we're talking about the lower streamers and not the upper ones, in which case this doesn't affect them at all anyway.
I'm saying that the streamers that get like what Shiv was saying, 500 to 2,000 views with their breasts and they have their Amazon wish list and they do all that shit. I feel like that is not healthy. That's literally my claim. I feel like these impressionable young boys are beating off some niggas on stream, and I feel like it just sucks. It just sucks for girls that don't do that because that's that's what we see on the front page of Twitch, and it's no one's like they're not sluts. You literally
don't see that on the front page.
It doesn't happen.
On the front page.
On the front, like I have never been.
Wait a minute, time out. Let me. No, sorry. The front page of the League of Legends streaming thing. My bad. The front page of the League of Legends streaming thing, you know how it shows like 4 rows of 5 or some shit?
Yeah.
Probably like the last 2 rows typically are 4 girls with their cameras 80% big and then 2% gameplay or whatever, tits out and stuff, and I'm just like, hey, that's fine. You're not going to infringe on my success because my audience is different. That's okay. I still think you're a dick. That's it. That's my opinion.
Yeah, but like that argument there, you're acting like they're taking away viewers from like other streamers. If that's true, it's to such a small extent that it's irrelevant. Like,
and no, there's like two reasons. Like before you said there are no losers, and I think there's two reasons there's losers. First of all, the top light, the getting spotlighted in those top 10, that matters. And the second reason is that because these streams exist and people find these streams, a certain, like everyone starts hating on girls on Twitch, that's how crowds react. They start hating on them. So if I was a girl who wants to be a streamer, I'm actually funny and stuff, I would get a lot of shit against me for no real reason.
And Civ, I'd like to backpack off of that, because that is the fault of the male as well, but mostly the male. See, the males, the kids that don't understand how to treat women correctly, that's on them. Okay, that is definitely on them, and I totally understand that. Yes, absolutely. I just feel like the girls, when a guy comes into your stream and calls you a slut, some of these girls see that as, okay, I'll take the fact that they're calling me a slut, but I get to run this commercial, and that's one extra viewer. They garner that attention, and they allow it to happen. They allow their Twitch chat to go crazy, calling them sluts. And then, why is that a benevolent act for the community of gamers that we're making impressions on? Why is that good? Why is that okay? That's not okay.
That's so loaded. So what, are you saying that like streamers need to be parents to their audience? Should you ban every person that says anything bad ever? You start polling your audience, do you think the minimum wage is ethical? And if they say no...
What is your slippery slope fallacy ass doing right now, my nigga?
No, because that's exactly what this is. Like, I'm a fucking streamer. Somebody comes into my stream and calls me a faggot. Am I supposed to ban that person because I need to create better people? Where the fuck? I don't get a fucking check cut from the United States government because I'm helping to educate the children across the United States.
Yeah, you're right. You don't have a responsibility to help raise these kids. I don't either, and neither do the girls. But what I'm saying is, if somebody's in my chat and they just keep saying, I hate black people, burn the nigger, all over and over and over again, I'm probably eventually going to ban them. Why? Because that's just not something to say. That's not something that's good. You are on screen. When you are on screen, you are on stage, you are a representative of you. And if you want to be represented by someone that says it's okay to be called a slut and a whore openly without saying anything about it, you're advocating those words to be said.
No, yes. you can't make that jump.
Why?
Chat comes in and trolls me, and all of a sudden I'm
TotalBiscuit Bear. No. If someone comes in and says one thing to you, no. Then yeah, you're not advocating it. I get called all these names all the time. But if you continuously let it happen just over and over without saying anything, and you're just soaking up that attention, then you think that that's just okay? That's not okay. That's not okay.
I do, and I think it's okay. I'm okay with it. I'm doing it in a controlled environment that I can pull the plug on any fucking time I want.
But you don't, Casey,
nothing wrong
because
with
when everyone calls you a fat slut or whatever it is, you don't. You eat it up. You encourage it. You say, could you please stop? And as we know...
Isn't this exactly what you said you did earlier, calling yourself gay and black? You said you used it as a fucking shield? You literally just said these exact words.
But wait a minute. Okay, you know that Casey's not using it as a shield. She's a troll. You know that.
What do you mean? Of course she uses it as a shield to some extent.
So you're taking what I do and now you're using it for yourself. That's clever. That's clever. I'll give that to you. That's clever.
I don't think it's the responsibility of a streamer to educate people.
Oh, TotalBiscuit's here, guys.
Yeah, hi.
Biscuit Bear.
Yeah, hi. It does seem a tad slightly unreasonable, and I think like if you're going to talk about fallacies, you've got to also talk about correlation equaling causation. The idea that you let someone say a terrible word in the chat, ergo you're kind of propagating that. The counter argument to that would be that the more that you react to that, the more likely people are to see it as a potential chink in your armor and actually use it against you. The notion that trolls are looking for a reaction, and if you give them one, then even if it's a ban, a ban is a challenge to some people. It's the sort of thing that someone will make accounts for days just to get past.
That's something that I kind of disagree with, because when I get trolled in my chat, like my mods will do it. Like for example, there's a lot of people that'll say things, and I read the chat almost frequently. I always read it, and so when I see it, it's whatever. I will very silently ban them, and they will get buried. If they make another account, I will ban them. But the second that I say, hey, can you not call me this, it's over. That's done. It's completely done, and that's when everybody spams it.
That's happens called playing an audience. That's what entertainers do.
Yeah, no,
it also really it depends on what kind of community that you happen to have created in the first place and what sort of audience you happen to have on that particular day. You know, you're gonna have days where you can ban a bunch of people without a problem. Then you're gonna have days where you ban one person and the Nazi mod spam begins, and you've kind of got to judge your audience based on that. I don't think it's fair to necessarily to blame a streamer for not going out of their way to ban certain things, especially if you believe that the best way to deal with an issue when it comes to a free speech society is to allow people to call them the idiots that they are. You know, let their idiocy show for what it is, and let your community actually speak up against it. And if you've created a good community, then you're going to have one that's going to say, hey, cut that shit out. You know, it's not acceptable here. And generally speaking, peer pressure shaming is one of the most effective ways of stopping that behavior, as opposed to authoritarianism, which tends to create this sort of rebellious streak. I mean, if you're talking about teenagers in particular, like, the first thing that's going to happen when you ban some teenage little fuckwit is they're going to come right back around with a new account because they think they're sticking it to the fucking man. And they're going to do it for hours because they got nothing better to do with their sorry little lives other than masturbate. So, you know, you might as well give it a bash.
Important. But, you're like everyone's dad, TV. Ugh.
Sorry, oh god, I'm 30 years old. I'm over the fucking hill now. I don't even know why I stream. I'm just gonna go to the fucking retirement home right now.
How you gonna come in here smart as fuck, give a concise, calm argument? We're yelling at each other, TV. The fuck is wrong with you?
Whoa, dude, a subscriber.
I don't know. You could bring Thorin in here if you want to make it.
Oh no, thank you.
I don't think Thorin removed me from Skype. He'll never come on to anything with me again.
He called Wild Turtle a retard. He's
Viva
not
la
good
Poland!
In my book.
He blames. Did you see that article he wrote? He blamed me for that. He said that I baited him into the Poland argument.
Of course.
Anyway,
yeah,
Total Biscuit. I have a question for you then.
Yeah, sure.
So then maybe you can help me understand, because like I said in the beginning of this conversation, the beginning of my video, I'm totally open to being wrong. I just really want to believe it.
Okay.
My message for my video was as follows: you're not a slut for wearing those clothes. You're not.
No.
You're not a whore, and in fact, you don't deserve to be called that. If guys do it, they are at fault, and they're responsible, and that's great. Okay, give them responsibility. Cool, perfect. What I'm saying is, when you purposefully go out of your way to take advantage of thirsty, horny kids to give you money or Amazon gifts on your fucking profile or filling out a boyfriend application for $5, when you do these things, you're not a slut, but you are a douche. That's my point.
All right, well, you can also make the argument that there's a market there, and if you're not exploiting that market, if you're not actually catering to that market, then you're just leaving money on the table for no really good reason.
And somebody else will come and exploit it.
Someone else is going to go do it anyway, you know, so it might as well be you, and perhaps you can be a bit more ethical about it. Don't get me wrong, like, I agree with the point that if you get too close to your audience, there's the potential that some vulnerable people are going to get damaged that way. You know, I try to avoid that as best I can.
Whoa, dude!
I want to treat my audience as like, look, you come to watch my content, I give you my content, you hopefully give me an ad view in return, and that's kind of as far as our relationship goes. But ultimately, not every stream works that way, and a lot of what Twitch works on is very personality driven, very persona driven. And there's obviously a market, although not a particularly big one, as I think Casey accurately pointed out earlier. There's actually very few female streamers that ever get to a reasonable viewer count. You know, if you're talking about the 400, 500 viewer range, like, that's so, like, statistically insignificant. I rarely see a female streamer go over 3K. I think Harfu is really the only one that regularly does. Casey, I imagine, does a bit too. Yeah, they're pretty much the only two that I've ever seen that have really done that, and they can do that on a regular basis. Money. But ultimately, there are people that want to watch girls in low-cut tops playing and giggling along with League of Legends and kind of pandering to their chat. That market exists. That market's not going to be fulfilled by, say, a male streamer. And I think, like, the argument that you made that, like, someone's losing viewers is very similar to the whole piracy lost sale argument, because you can't prove that guy would have ever, like, bought the movie or the video game in the first place. So it could be the case, but it's very hard to prove statistically. And I don't think that... I think the biggest problem that the people had with your video, and I kind of agree with them on this, and you've got to bear in mind, of course, that your video is open to interpretation to some degree, is that you almost, like, put the responsibility on every female streamer to be a representative of their gender, which is a little bit unfair, because we never ask males to be a representative of our gender on Twitch. Like, it's the same reason why I try and avoid asking Dodger on our podcast, like, gender fuel questions, because it's like, she's not the representative of females, like, she's not the president of women. Like, I shouldn't be asking her questions like that, as much as I shouldn't be asking a Twitch streamer to say, hey, you cover up now or whatever, because you might compromise the future of female streaming. I think, if female streaming is strong enough to actually be a viable business, then it should be able to get past all of that without too much of a problem. And if it's not strong enough to be a viable business, then it'll collapse on its own accord, because that's what the free market says.
But wait, you said there's a demand for something, and so they're taking advantage of the demand, and that's just what they're doing, right? Mm-hmm. But since when does money or a demand for something make something benevolent? I don't see the correlation there.
Why do you have to be benevolent? What's the
wait, but that's
to be benevolent?
That's it. That's my point.
But
you don't have to be.
Just because there's a market for it doesn't mean it should be there and that Twitch shouldn't do anything about it. Yeah. For example, if I on stream play piano with my dick, I would get a lot of views, man.
Yes,
there's a big market for that. I would get a lot.
I would retweet that shit.
Probably be
now you're making the terms of service argument.
Dude,
I'm not arguing with the terms of service. Like they're there for a good reason, which is why we don't get girls in bikinis streaming. I personally think that a lot of your videos actually does take a back seat, and that's a totally viable business model. I don't see why that shouldn't also be okay on Twitch.
But what am I taking advantage of when I do that? I'm taking advantage of like the fact that it's funny, but
no one is taking advantage of anybody. No one is being taken advantage of.
Wait, what?
These are consensual transactions.
You are
catering
to an audience. That's not taking advantage of people.
Yeah, what the fuck? Now, if somebody was like holding a gun to the kid's head, like forcing him to like donate to a stream, then sure. But nobody's taking advantage of anybody.
Destiny, you at a 10. Let's bring it down to a 4. We're bringing it down to TotalBiscuit's level. No need to raise our voices.
No, don't do that. People will fall asleep.
I think that no one is taking advantage of anybody.
But see, I guess I just disagree with that. I just feel like, yeah, in my gameplay videos where I'm just making jokes and lots of editing, I'm maybe taking advantage of the fact that people have short attention spans and they like flashing lights and funny jokes, okay?
They do. They're like things popping up on the screen, It's a particular style of humor, and it's got very little to do with the actual gameplay. Like, most of the gameplay I watch in those videos has no relevance to anything you're saying, which is totally fine. And that's absolutely fine. And I frankly don't see the problem with a pretty girl being pretty on stream. And, okay, if 12 or 13-year-olds... And Destiny's point that he made earlier was kind of... Or was it? I'm not sure if it was Destiny or Civ that made this point. It was like one of the two of you. It was kind of valid in that, yeah, a lot of teenagers don't have access to porn sites. They get blocked.
I said that in the video.
Yeah, they don't have access to porn sites, but they want to look and maybe talk to a pretty girl. Maybe they're kind of socially introverted, and this is the only interaction they get with the opposite sex. And I mean that seems kind of sad, but ultimately it's like it's part of their development, like anything else. You just kind of got to grow past that point. And
hold on, wait a minute. You keep saying that you feel like there's nothing wrong with the girls doing this, and I have to assert this again. Look, I'm not saying that they're doing something intrinsically wrong. That is not what I'm saying.
You're saying it makes them bad.
You're like
I'm not.
You're saying that it makes them assholes.
Yeah, I think that it's mean.
You did say they douchebags.
Yeah, I think that it's mean, but I respect their hustle. I definitely think that them making this money, they're playing the game. We are all playing the game right now. TotalBiscuit, this nigga never talks to me. He's talking to me now because he's playing the game. That's what I'm saying.
What do you mean I never talk to you? We talk on Twitter all the time.
A solid once a month. And when I hit you up on Skype and say, I need help, suddenly you're busy. Anyway, my point is that you need to understand that I'm not saying that what these girls are doing are a bad idea or they should be called sluts or whores. I need to reiterate when I say that I just think that them taking advantage of these kids, these horny kids, is just not okay. That's it. I don't think it's cool. I think it sucks. And I feel bad for them. I feel bad because some of them really feel like they're going to get the pussy. Some of them really genuinely
think the people that go to those streams honestly think they have a chance of having sex with the girls?
Yeah, one of the girl streamers that used to do this, she showed me her inbox, bruh. They paid, and this was before I felt so passionately about it, but I read some of these messages. These niggas trying to get their address, take them out, really, just really low context.
It happens to me all the time, but I never respond to them.
Sure.
Did she actually respond to them?
Yeah. Yeah, she responded to them. You know why? Because if you respond to them...
I will agree that that's pushing it too far.
Yeah,
but I also don't think that
That's few and far between. Yeah, that's few and far between. And that was the point of my goddamn Video Biscuit Bear. Listen.
Yes, but your video talked about the idea that you have to be an example for other women and that you're pulling other women down by engaging in certain kinds of behavior. But if you're going to make a video like that and you're aiming it at literally 5 people and it gets 350,000 views, then some people are going to make the assumption that you are maybe targeting a slightly larger group of people than you originally intended.
And
right?
Bear, that's absolutely fine, but if you watch the first 30 seconds of my video, I low context say, this is not to every girl streamer. This is one with pussy cam, ass cam, tit cam, and upper left eyebrow cam. Okay. Now, obviously, that's a hyperbole. But what
of course, hyperbole. But that's the problem. But a lot of the video was a joke. That's the point.
It's a hyperbole to overemphasize the fact that these girls that are really manipulative deserve to have action done. And yes, you know what? There aren't that many girls. Probably in the history of Twitch, there might be 7. There might be, but those 7 people have enough pull and power to make all these other girls feel like shit. And whose fault is that?
Do they?
Yes!
That's the girl's fault. That's the girl's problem, dog. Like, you can't honestly say... I'm sorry, let me lower my voice. You can't honestly try to approach streaming, see that you're not as good at one aspect as somebody else, and then blame that person for being good at it. My voice will never be as broadcaster-friendly as TotalBiscuit.
Wait, remember...
I'm not going to demand that everybody stream with a fucking voice filter to level the playing field.
But remember when you said at the beginning of this whole thing, that's reality and it sucks?
It is.
Yes! That is all I'm saying. It fucking sucks. And I'm not telling the girls to change. I'm just saying, hey, I want you to know that even though it sucks, it fucking blows.
This is it's really confusing to figure this out because you're doing like that thing that like a girlfriend will do in a relationship sometimes where you're like, hey, I really want to go hang out with my friends, but like Katie's gonna be there and like we did some stuff in the past, so I don't know if that's okay with you. And the girl's like, you know what? If you want to go, that's fine, but I'm not going to be happy with it. And you're like, well, wait, so should I go? Well, no. If you want to go, yeah, like I'm cool with it. But I mean, not really. I'm not going to be happy with it. But yeah, you can go. Like, it's kind of hard to figure out like what the fuck exactly you're saying.
But I say it in my video twice. You
say that it's okay if they do it, but then you say, but I think they're all assholes and douchebags. Like that's kind of, you see how that's kind of confusing?
Yeah, well, no, it's really not that confusing. My opinion is that these girls that are, yeah, go on, Civ, get them.
I think this is going anywhere. I think I can bring it down to a very simple core, which is you guys said, hey, there's a market for guys who just want to see a cute girl, and that's entirely possible without showing 90% of your boobs, like those guys will just see the cutest girl they can fucking find. And I think, yeah, well, you said there's nothing wrong with that because there's a market for it. I think there is something wrong with it because the problem is the market's fine. Like if a guy wants to see a really cute girl, you're gonna find one anyway. But if you stream with 90% of your boobs out, you're contributing to the problem, which is that on Twitch, girls do get a very consistent amount of bullshit. I trained one myself. I trained KP, and she's not showing anything. She's being absolutely delightful, and she is very consistently editing her videos well. But even her, who did absolutely nothing, different from me as a guy or anyone, she was getting a lot of shit in a very consistent manner, where it's not simply, oh, you shouldn't look at your messages. And I think you shouldn't justify that stereotype is being caused by all these girls with, oh yeah, there's a market for it, even though you could simply cater with it by just sitting there being a girl and cute.
What you're saying is so absolutely unfair to like all girls. Like that's such an unfair statement that you have to dress a certain way because if you don't, like you're essentially making
No, I'm not saying you have to dress a certain way.
Yes, you are. You're saying that
wait, I did. I want to correct myself a little bit here. I don't even think it's a very big problem if you have, cleavage or something, but if you angle your camera on it, you make it the subject of the stream, like, you're going a bit far then. I think
how much
go
cleavage is okay
far.
specifically? I mean, do we want 65%, 70%?
Okay.
I mean, what?
I gotta
thirds on this. What's
I gotta just say no. Hold on. I gotta get this out. And this might. I don't know. Anyway, my biggest annoyance is, don't you guys see that when a porn star goes from gobbling dick to streaming on Twitch, there's a problem? At the end of the day, she realized...
Isn't there only like 2 people that have ever done that, though?
No. But like what I'm saying is these girls that have like cameras. Like, I get yelled at if my camera like covers up my mini map a little bit. These girls get away with like 80% camera. What? Aren't there sites for this?
Okay, they have shitty production. I mean, that's definitely a problem. They should probably get a better overlay. But I mean, wait.
But aren't there other sites? Aren't there other sites for this? Why can't they go on?
Because they use a full
this
screen
one's
camera,
bigger.
they should go to
Because right, because this one makes the money, right? This one's bigger. This is where the money is.
Dude,
Is that right?
What are you?
So
Yeah,
you
but there's
like
nothing
some
wrong with
holy synagogue where women shouldn't be able to like be in full cameras, like.
Women can do whatever they want. Casey, stop trying to pigeonhole me into this thing where I'm saying that I think women should be restrictive. I don't give a fuck what women do.
Okay, anytime we say that, what we really mean to say is,
No, but
women do this so that you don't view them as an asshole or a
be
douchebag.
specific, because when you say those things, people in the chat are just going to be like, oh, okay, Sky hates all girls. I don't give a fuck. Like, do whatever you want. I have my own opinion, and I put it on YouTube where opinions of anyone can go. That's it.
Yeah,
that is
generally
it.
also invites a lot of replies,
and that's fine. And I was expecting
and you're
going
to benefit.
replies.
Yeah, you're going to benefit a lot from it as well. This is going to be one of your most highest rated videos for the last few months, I imagine, because it was a controversy generator.
Whoa, dude!
Again, I think like some of the stuff you said is very valid. Like the whole inbox thing. That would have been a really, really good point to bring up, and actually like a point that probably should have been covered in great detail about leading people on too far, because that's an issue of exploitation of vulnerable people, which I think is a very good point to make.
And what about the girl
as you
that
mentioned,
said
most people don't do it.
Well, right. Most people don't. My video wasn't to most girls. My video was directed towards that. Now, that's one that we talked about, right? The one that would respond to the emails and try to get, like, a little illicit reaction out of them, and then eventually, like, probably get more shit out of them. I mean, shit, I'm going to be honest with you. If I'm horny and someone's hot, that's the easy way to get shit from me. If you are a hot bear, straight or gay, you email me right the fuck now. Say I'm hot, nigga, I'll buy you a car. That's just like gay. That is what sometimes people do.
Oh,
if you have
another car.
Shut the hell up! You are married. Okay, and you know that I like
stopped you before you.
Okay, true. Anyway. Okay, back on topic. What about the girl that messaged me and said, because I still make tons of donations at the end of the day, and she's talking to me when she says this, you're still one of the fat creeps who come on my streams to their photos. No wonder your best friend killed himself. I would too if I had friends like you. Girls like that exist. They might
No, that's just an individual, dog.
Wait, but I gave you 2 examples of girls that take advantage of people.
No, what the fuck?
Wait, hold on.
That a 350,000 view video justifies 2 examples. That might be a little excessive.
No. But what I'm saying is, this is a hard thing for us to do because I can't go out, and this is almost like an unprovable thing. Like, we can't go to each one of these streams and make these girls prove that they're doing this, right? That's impossible. All I'm saying is, in my video, I wanted to bring attention to the fact that they exist. It is alive and it's real. And girls can do whatever they want, but to that girl that said that she's glad that my friend killed herself, and to the other girl that responded to emails to try to get more money, they are both assholes. Are you gonna deny that or not?
Well, no. But did you mention either of those people in the video? Did you describe their actions?
I can't. I'm not releasing any names of the video, even though they're probably.
Well, I'm not asking for names. I'm asking what you just told me, like the actions of them. That would have been good to bring up. Because that would have made your point, I think, a little better. Because again, like the problem most people have with the video is that it just seemed a little bit too general. Like it seemed like it was applying to too many people.
No, I agree. My video has a myriad of flaws, and if I can go back, I'd make it 2 minutes longer and explain that guys are just as much to blame as these like.
Well, there's your follow-up video if you want another 300k.
No, I don't want a follow-up video because that leaves me more rooms for mistakes. Like I don't.
Please.
No. I'm being honest because what I'm afraid of is like
2 girls. This is like so relevant to everything.
Oh my God.
Why is it irrelevant to everything, Destiny?
Because 2 girls like made fun of you in a video. Like this is like me criticizing you because I was robbed by 2 black guys in college. Like how is this even like? How are these?
What are these comparisons? Wait, hold on. I didn't say those 2 girls made fun of me.
Then you're trying to say that they're like representative of like women streamers. Like these girls do this, and what about the 2 girls that messaged me? Like
no, I'm just saying that out of the big pool of female streamers, in this case, there were these 2. Yeah, there's just 2. But I'm saying there might, in my heart, I feel like there are more doing these manipulative things, and that was a vague video to let everyone know that I'm aware and it should stop.
Whoa, dude!
It was vague. That's the problem. Like that's really the only problem a lot of people have with it. They thought it applied to them. Like, that's what the drop frames girls were talking about. Like, they really thought that it was applying to way more female streamers than you intended. And I think if you just clarify that, then frankly,
but I did in every avenue. I did on Reddit, on Twitter, and even on my video, I cleared it up. And then what I don't get is the message in the first part of the message was really abundantly clear, at least to me, where I said, if you are a streamer and your gameplay is the focus, you don't have your camera in 90%, this isn't to you.
Whoa, dude,
the girls that I watched today on that show, Sans Kaceytron, are pretty much like, that's them. I went to their streams and they're not taking advantage. They don't have their Amazon wish list. Like, that's not them. And that's all I'm saying.
But TotalBiscuit, you had some very good points, and one of your good points was why would you make these why would these girls have to be an example for other women? You don't tell that to other guys, and that's a good point. But I think, like, when I look at the top 5 guy streamers at any point in League, they will just be pro gamers. They will be guys who are either really funny. That's the reasons they're getting viewers. And if I look at the top 5 girl streamers in League of Legends at any point, there's a very big chance 1, 2, maybe even 3 of them are showing a lot of boob in a way that it's focused on the camera and in a way that it's obvious that most of their views are there for that. And I know that they might only have 500 to 3,000 viewers because girls tend not to have that many viewers, but it does create 2 things, which is it sets a bit of a weird example for other girls, and it makes other girls get a lot of shit for it. And do you think that's like okay?
You're asking a minority to be a representative of their entire race when you say that. Like, that's so fucking offensive. I don't understand how you can't see that.
Okay,
like,
so don't talk about offensive, Destiny, because you just called out Asperger's people earlier. So I'm just saying, like, relax on what you say.
It was relevant. It was relevant. But like, that's really offensive. Like,
I mean, I'd like to address Siv's point. Something that Destiny said earlier struck me as relevant, and that is the idea of playing to your strengths. I think there's this huge problem in that for some reason there are a tiny number of high-level female gamers in literally any game, to the point where I have difficulty naming more than about 3. And I look at and I watch a lot of Hearthstone, I watch a lot of Counter-Strike, Dota, and StarCraft, and there's not that many female anybody. It's not just streamers. Like, the issue of girls not getting to a competitive level is way deeper than Twitch streaming. Like, it's way beyond that. It was the same problem before Twitch even existed. We had exactly the same problem. With Brood War in Korea, biggest esport of all time. We still had that same problem. There was literally 1 female pro gamer, and she lost to Idra and cried. Like, there is still a huge problem. Why exactly it is that for some reason we don't have high-level female players, that is a really complex topic that I think is massively oversimplified, and frankly, it's misdirected when you make claims that, well, because a lot of female streamers are kind of showing boob, that they're either putting off other female streamers or anything like that. I actually will argue the opposite. I'll argue this. It shows that some female streamers can be successful on Twitch without being super competitive. And the super competitive barrier is there and is blocking out almost every female on the planet for every video game. For some reason. And we don't know why that is. I'm baffled by it. I don't know the science behind it. There's got to be science behind it. Is it a social issue? Is it the idea that women are encouraged not to be competitive in that way? Is it a biological issue?
You got money.
And I think that it's just oversimplification to say that, okay, so that, these girls are basically getting ahead by being pretty. Well, they get ahead by being pretty in other walks of life as well. And that's just kind of the way that the world works. And I don't think that's inherently harmful. I think it's a shame. I'd like to see a lot of female gamers be on the same level as male pro gamers. That would be great. But for some reason they aren't. And I don't think it's because some people show boob on Twitch.
Well, but
that ended suddenly.
I mean, you're way too good at this, TB. But
yeah, you're all a boss about it.
It's way too good at this. But yeah. I don't think it's a problem that they're pretty. Obviously, pretty girls are awesome. But just the sole fact, what do you think Twitch should do about that? There's girls who focus their stream around their boobs. Do you think they should do nothing about it?
I don't think they should do anything about it, with the exception of if they're putting up basically just full screen cam and not gameplay, then they shouldn't be on Twitch, because Twitch it's primarily about gameplay, but it's also about gameplay mixed with the persona and the personality of the person that's playing it. And if that part of that persona is being a pretty girl that happens to have, you know, impressive cleavage or whatever, then kind of so be it. And frankly, I don't view looking at cleavage as harmful. Like, you know, it's the most PG-13 thing you can imagine. Like, they're not getting their tits out. You know, it's cleavage. It's pleasant to look at. Hell, scientifically, it reduces the risk of prostate cancer and many other mental diseases. So, frankly, they're doing us a public health service,
but, like,
which I think they should be applauded for.
I want to make something like super clear, because I just keep hearing it, and I want to make sure that you guys don't think that I feel this way. I am not
dude, a subscriber.
advocating
What are you,
or
gay?
agreeing with censoring. Like, I think that, like, yeah, in my video I say I challenge you to put that pussy away, put those tits away, whatever. Yeah, that's
a subscriber.
A punchline.
What are you, gay?
Like, I don't think that women should have to cover themselves up. If a girl is feeling really cute, you know, and she likes compliments and she wants to show off her breast, let her feel herself. That's great. That's cool. I'm not against that at all. Women, I feel like being a girl is hard as fuck, so if she wants to get compliments by some horny nerds, that's great. Great job. But I think that her intent right there is benevolent, and that is why, like, I'm happy. Like, I'll give her a compliment. Damn, look at them titties. Like, I'll post that in chat and then I'll leave. But if there's a girl who is using her body specifically to manipulate people to get money without no benevolent intentions, that's why I think that they're jerks. That's it. That's just... I don't understand. TotalBiscuit, can you please explain to me why that's so bad? That's all. That's all I want.
Because ultimately, partner Twitch streaming is a business, and your job is to try and make money from it.
Right.
I agree with you wholeheartedly that the few women that do lead vulnerable people on to the point where they're emailing for their address, that is over the line.
Yes.
But I think that I draw the line in a different place that you do. I don't have a problem with girls being pretty on
Me
stream.
Neither. Not at all.
Even focusing their camera on their cleavage, if that's what they want to do, and there's an audience for that, then kind of so be it. I don't think it's a sustainable audience, and I think that the stats prove that.
Yeah, absolutely. Kaceytron understood that. She's really beautiful. She got big tits, and now she's like making a troll of her stream. She understood that boobs don't only equal views. She had to take it a step farther. I get that, and I respect all of the women that do that, because they can do whatever they want with their bodies. My only concern is that where this video came from is I felt like girls, like I was trying to describe earlier, I feel like there exists more than two, obviously. And I was just making a blanket statement saying, look, I really do feel like there's more than just two of you out there. I know what you're trying to do, and I challenge you to just not take advantage of this that I see as really harmful. It's something, there's a market for it, but just because there's a market for something like that doesn't mean that it's like the right thing to do.
Sure, I agree with that, right? There's a market for cocaine and hookers, right? It doesn't necessarily.
I was gonna make that argument too.
But this is like we're talking about like a Minority Report world where how do we go through a girl's stream and decide whether or not she has benevolent intent with like her cleavage cam versus someone who's being malicious? Like, are we putting together like a council of like wise men who are going to determine this like on a stream by stream basis, or like?
No, and that's what makes this really hard. You know, is that you have this situation where there is no way to go into a female streamer's stream and prove that she is doing this. There's no way. And there's no right way to say, you know, I think that you're doing this without sounding, you know, without like slut shaming. Like a lot of people just say all these mean, fucked up things. There really isn't an easy or right way to do this. My video was supposed to be a statement just vaguely saying, and the people that know who they are gonna watch this and be like, oh, okay, well, and all the other girls that have come
probably are gonna laugh and just get more money out of the people. The kind of people that would exploit vulnerable people to the degree that you're objecting to are probably not gonna change their ways and go and volunteer for.
I mean, apparently Nicole Slaw decided to put on a sweater. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying that, you know, I like Nicole Slaw, but what I've been told is.
So now, maybe. Well, wouldn't you take the sweater off then?
Anyway,
what?
So she said
she was cold to take off the sweater
because the nipples poke through the bra.
No, she wore a sweater.
Did I have to go?
Oh, Marjorie, me britches.
I'm sorry.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I don't know how that works. Oh, okay. Well, that went over my head. Okay, so that's all I really wanted that video to say. I don't believe that women should censor themselves. I don't believe that any more censorship should happen. Twitch already went out and tried to censor breasts. I don't believe in any of that. My stance on women is like, again, I think that being a girl is living life on hard mode, and I'm a big dumb guy. That's why if I carry your fucking groceries or your box, not because I'm stronger than you, it's because your life is hard and mine isn't nearly as hard, so let me help you. That's I'm all for women, dude.
Black guy, and you're arguing that you're more privileged than some women. That's,
God, I didn't say that.
That's interesting.
I didn't say that. I'm just saying that like being a girl is harder than being a guy.
You're playing a new game plus with no armor. What the fuck?
What? No, I'm saying that like if I go outside with sweats and a dirty t-shirt, no one's gonna say shit. If a girl goes outside wearing the wrong outfit, she's gonna be called like a whore or something, and that's horrible. That's the life that we live, and I just feel like
one of the reasons why being a female is hard is exactly because of the things that you're advocating in your video. Because when you view an individual woman, if I were to go on my stream and I were to wear as a white male, if I were to wear a tank top shirt with my nipples poking through, nobody would ever would ever say like, you're showing bad on all white men, you're fucking it all up for all the guys, fuck you, stop that shit, you're hurting everybody. Or even what you're saying, I don't think you're wrong, Destiny, you're just kind of a douchebag for doing it. But when it comes to a woman doing it, all of a sudden, whether or not you like it, you're kind of making them out to represent all other women. You're saying,
I didn't say that women have more privileges than men. TotalBiscuit.
I never said you did. I'm just saying
someone said that.
That's weird. I didn't say that, but I was saying as a black gay man, you are kind of playing on New Game Plus. You know, it's a pretty.
Oh my god, no, I'm not.
Hard.
No, it's not. Okay, being black and gay isn't fucking hard. In fact, it's easier than being straight and white. When you're straight and white, you get blamed for so much fucking shit. Are you kidding me? I could go outside and be the most offensive person. Somebody hits me in the face. I say, oh, it's because I'm black, and suddenly I get a free meal at a restaurant. Being black and gay is not that fucking hard. In the gaming community, it might be because people say that's so gay all the time, and they call me nigger or whatever because they're buying keyboards. Sure, that's hard, but no, being black and gay isn't that hard. Being a girl is hard as fuck. That's why they are put in this shitty system. They are put in a system where the only way they can really feel like they succeed is if they feel pretty, if they look pretty, and that sucks. That guys will go into a girl stream that doesn't.
True. What you just said isn't true. Hafu doesn't play that up at all, and she's more successful than 99% of male streamers.
Hafu's also ridiculously good at Hearthstone, isn't she? What did Kaceytron say?
Top 3 in the world, I think.
She's like the top 5 in the world.
Top 5 arena player.
Yeah, she's a top 5 arena player. Her name could be Hafu or Hafo, the guy, and she would still be just as popular. It has nothing to do with the fact she's a girl.
That's the point. That's the point.
She's also yes,
she is a girl.
Yes,
so
she did not. She did. Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. What you just said, Destiny. It is possible. Probable? No. Possible? Yes. Hafu is one of the biggest streamers, and she's doing great. And she's fucking, I call her Mulan, it's funny, I love her, okay? She's great. But what I'm saying is, there aren't a lot of girls like that. Why? I don't know. I'm not going to delve into the world of why girls aren't.
Because there are a lot of girls. Period.
They're just not... It's actually not just that though, like, because even if you took the percentage of girls, let's say I believe it's 10% female demographic on League of Legends, you would expect at least a few of them to be of a pro gamer level based on the number of male pro gamers. There aren't. Like, there's a much bigger problem than that. But I just don't believe, as I said to Civ earlier, that it actually comes down to the way they present themselves on Twitch. I think that they present themselves on Twitch in that way because it's one of the only ways that they can be competitive with others. Because they don't have that level of skill for some reason.
The system on Twitch in that way is shitty, and that is exactly what you just said.
But wait. How is it Twitch's fault that women aren't playing at a pro level?
No, it's not. It's not Twitch's fault. I'm just saying it's a shitty system, and Twitch is the medium. That's all. Like,
but how's the system like shitty specifically?
Because I feel like a lot of people have the mindset that you just told me. You just told me that you feel that girls that want to be successful feel the need to do that. Is that what you just said, or am I wrong?
I'm saying that it's the same as the idea of playing to your strengths, ultimately. Like, you play up your personality or you play up your appearance, right, because that's one of the advantages you have, and that applies to most walks of life as well. You know, there's a reason why you put on makeup before you go to a job interview. Now, you don't just show up in your pajamas, and a male wouldn't do that either. But perhaps for a female, it's somewhat more important. I guess it depends on
somewhat. It's way more important. It's way more important.
I don't know. If you show up to a Walmart job, I don't think they're really going to care too much. But it really depends on what position and what job you're kind of going to go for.
It's women definitely have to doll themselves up to meet an unrealistic standard of beauty that we the men have set. That's just true, man. And that sucks.
It's also set by other women. I mean,
accurate.
fashion magazine. It's ridiculous.
True, but I'm saying that it's a standard set that is pretty much like, in my opinion, sometimes unreachable. That's it.
Sure.
That's
I don't even know if that's necessarily true. On the internet, when we're talking streams, there's a lot of women that are like that look pretty. Like even average looking ones, I think for the most part, I think most people are like fine enough, unless you get like the extreme trolls. Like, are you like advocating that like Twitch become like the new medium to try to reshape culture like around the world, where we completely disregard how people look and?
Well, I mean, you can't disregard how someone looks if you choose to put a face cam on your stream. I mean, you could just choose not to put a face cam on your stream if you don't want to. I think it's often a confidence issue. I believe this was mentioned on Drop Frames as well. The idea that Casey, I think, mentioned it, that it took her a couple of months to decide to stream, and that there was a confidence issue there about her appearance. And some of the other female streamers mentioned the same thing. I don't think that's as much of a deal with men. But simultaneously, I think there are higher demands on men to demonstrate in-game skill or to be very funny as a direct result of that. There are different standards. I don't necessarily think those standards are terrible or oppressive. It would be nice if people didn't obsess over appearance as much as they do. But as I said, ultimately, you can just stream without a webcam. But that means you've got to compensate in another way. Because your stream has to be interesting in some way. If you can't provide entertaining gameplay or commentary, then the visual aspect of being pretty on stream or doing cute things is an attractive way to bring in an audience.
Well, I mean, like, I am Ghost, who doesn't play with the camera, and like a lot of people say she's a girl. I have no idea. I mean,
Is he or she good?
I mean, one of the best.
I am Ghost, who is not a fucking girl.
Okay, so is that a debunked myth? Okay, good. I'm good. That's fine. Okay. I had to really I didn't know.
Okay.
But anyway.
Well, I mean, I imagine people watch that because this person is good at the game, right? I mean, it's a skill-based thing.
Gosu is raw.
There you go.
Yeah, Gosu is extremely good. But okay, so I wanna take Destiny and TB, and I wanna kind of condense something really quick. So TB agrees with me and says that those two isolated incidents of girls, they are kind of jerks because of what...
Kind of jerks. They're pieces of shit. You kidding me? Those people should be thrown down a well.
Okay, and Destiny is asserting that if they aren't doing those manipulative things, there's no reason for them to do anything different, and they're not assholes. If they're not those two isolated, horrible incidents, right?
I don't think those two incidences tie into anything that we're talking about at all. I think it like totally stands aside.
No.
I think Sky, you made the argument that it's systemic, and I'm not sure that you have enough examples to really prove that point.
Wait, to prove that more girls do that?
More girls message you and make fun of your suicidal friend and also stream with cleavage? Or that's
time out. My dead friend has nothing to do with this. That was just part of the message. What I'm talking about is the fact that they said, "Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and take advantage of these boys for money." Like that's essentially what those two women were asserting. That's.
I mean, like the problem, like all of the words that you're using here, like carry so many meanings. Like take advantage of someone for money. Like I take advantage of people for money when it's my birthday. I ham up that it's my birthday and I get more donations on a birthday stream than I do 10 times more than I do on a normal day. Or I'll take advantage of say drama, right, and come on your show and talk in front of 34,000 people right here. I'll take advantage of all the people that are interested in that. Like when you say like take advantage,
right,
like it sounds like you're saying that it has like such malicious intent.
No, but like do you think that I think I'm some revolutionary person? No, in doing this, in making that video, and even having this on my stream, I honestly feel like I'm no better than this is an extreme example, but I'm no better than Phantom Lord when he did that whole derp trolling thing, because I am milking this, and so are you, and TB, and Civ, and Kaceytron. We're all in this together. That's how I feel. I know. Okay, you're right.
TB, the bigger man here. Fuck off with your YouTube dirty money.
Hey, okay, Biscuit Bear. You know what I'm trying to say.
Over 420,000 Twitter followers. Sorry.
You fucking bitch! Oh my god, I hate you.
Get the claws out now.
Yeah, claws. Bear, you know what I'm talking about though, right? Do you see what I'm saying?
Don't try to swag on me.
Okay! Do you see what I'm saying, you dumb bear?
Yeah, I get it, but again, I think that, it comes back to what I said in the first place. You made the point yourself. It's a blanket statement, and people took it that way, and that's the problem. I think that some of the examples you gave are really good, and I think that you probably should have mentioned them, and it could have been a video that was really focused on the idea of exploitation of vulnerable people. I think that's a really good topic. I've talked about it in the past, and it's great that you brought it up.
Here's like a really good example that I would agree with you on, Sky, right? If a girl is streaming with whatever amounts of cleavage or whatever, then that's whatever. I don't care about that, right? And I think that we may or may not disagree there. But like, if a girl is streaming and say that she has like an app thing where you can donate $5 to send in like a boyfriend application, maybe something like that. I would look at something like that and be like, oh, okay, that's getting like a little exploitive.
That should probably be against the
yeah. I guess. Like, I guess I'll tell you right now. One of the big reasons why I made the video was when I started streaming again. Before I did, I would go on Twitch on League and see who's streaming, right? And I noticed that like there were about 6 girl gamers that I think had like about a couple thousand views, and then some of them had 700 and 500. I visited a lot of their streams, and what I saw, I just didn't really. I don't like the fact that like you buy this girl and something on her Amazon wish list, and she'll send you like a picture of her holding it or something. I was just like, man, I can't believe this is happening. And so like for me, I see these things, and I made the video because I thought that there was going to be more than just 2 examples that, I could just draw from.
I mean, I kind of feel the same way sometimes when I turn on some streams, and even looking at, I could even use your stream as an example, when people display like the top donors of the day, you could almost argue that that's kind of exploitive. Like, okay, well, you give me money just so that you can get noticed and put on my stream and put on a list for everybody to see. Like, you could argue that that's exploitive.
Yeah, I mean, I take a fairly extreme view on this because I don't take donations, and I don't have like sub notifiers or any functionality of that on my stream at all. But I also feel that that's because, frankly, like I do well enough on YouTube to where it would be like pretty unfair, like double dipping. It's kind of ridiculous, really. But simultaneously, I also understand that CPMs fucking suck.
Yeah.
A lot of people use AdBlock, and a lot of people rely on subscriptions and donations.
Yeah.
And those modules that you're using for OBS, the fact that you've programmed your thing to make that joke every time you get a subscriber, and there's a nice little quote every time someone's name pops up, people go to the extent of trying new things like using text-to-speech. I mean, it's really all ways to enhance the number of donations that you actually get.
Yeah.
And it's just like, where do you draw the line, and is that line arbitrary, and who gets to choose? And I think it comes down to Twitch. Twitch is the one that really has to draw the line at some point and say what's acceptable and what isn't when it comes to monetizing your stream.
I don't think that they should make any more lines to censoring anybody, because that's not the right direction that I feel anyone should go in. I'm trying to fight for the people that thought they was going to get the pussy, but then they didn't because it was all a scam. Like that's and in retrospect, I'll apologize for not, in my video, not making that clear, that making it really, really, really clear that I am not talking about all of the female streamers. I'm really talking about the ones
I really do think you should make a follow-up. I really do. Like, I think, like, particularly the issue of exploitation, like, deserves its own fucking video. Like, there are a lot of vulnerable people that either watch YouTube as... This was like, a long time ago, I had a kind of beef with PewDiePie. And one of the issues that I had with him was I find this whole bro thing that he does to be potentially just a bit damaging to like vulnerable younger people. And I think a lot of Twitch personalities big up the idea that their viewers are their friends kind of more so than they really are. Like, and there's no way they could possibly be their friends because there's too many of them, And I think that you've got to watch out a little bit, because there are people with mental issues. There are people that are socially introverted that they're going to find a sense of belonging there, and maybe they take it a little bit too far.
Sure,
yeah,
but
there are some responsibility issues there. Some.
Even at that, TotalBiscuit, you have to admit, going back to what you said earlier, like that line starts to become insanely arbitrary. Like I think every time Crip gets a sub, I think he like bro fists the cam. Like, is that
I
too
thought
much?
he did that. I thought he did that ironically.
I
didn't
just
he?
feel like now
Well, ironically or not, I mean, you know.
I think
and
now,
also when you talk about real fast, when you talk about people being like taking advantage of a female streamers, for some guys, like the person that you just described, somebody that feels like they were taken advantage of and they didn't get the pussy, like that's literally Elliot Rogers, the crazy fucking sociopath that shot up the whatever because the one girl wouldn't date him. I mean, like
who was a misogynist? Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
Like a legit.
Oh no, fuck off! Get that Anita shit out of here! Oh my fucking god!
No, I mean, you want
my
an example
god!
of someone that's a legit misogynist? He's probably a pretty good fucking example. You know?
Oh man!
You just
no, but like
you just compare the guy that didn't get a pussy to a nigga that shot up a school.
Well, I mean,
he was that was one and the same person.
Okay, yeah, okay.
It was the same guy. It's like it
was the same
a lot
guy.
of the research after the fact was that he visited a lot of these pickup artist forums and things like that, and he was learning some potentially like misogynistic attitudes that way. So
I was just clarifying because
hard to like be absolutely certain that he was, but you know, it was something that came up. So I mean, obviously the media also mentioned that, so take that with a pinch of salt because they'll also probably said he played Call of Duty, so that was why, you know. But hey, it's I think there is a degree of responsibility you have as a streamer. I think that it probably, in my opinion, the line is drawn not as far as you would draw it. I think that you've got to put a lot of responsibility on the viewer, as you mentioned. You know, the responsibility on the males, and just like, look, if the male thinks he was going to get the pussy, then he was a bit dumb, right? Like, he really wasn't that smart.
And in a small minority, like, there's, I don't know, like, I get 3,000 viewers about a day, and I doubt, like, any of them think that they're going to sleep with me, and I would say the same for Nicole Slaw, like, come on. And like Sesame said, anybody
fantasizing
who
is ultimately
thinks,
harmless.
But Casey,
and even if there are like a dozen that do feel that way, like, can you really hold the female streamer responsible for that? Like,
wait, Casey, I in no way am saying any of this pertains like to you, because you're not. I know what your stream is doing. You're a troll. You're a comedian. You're great. Like, that's not what you're doing. So I'm not even talking about you. Ta-da! Like, I'm not.
I don't know, but I would still be subject to that happening because I'm a moderately attractive girl who streams showing cleavage. So, you know, I could.
Right, but your intent behind that is your intent to like pervert thirst to get money. I think your intent is more to make everybody pissed off at the fact that you used your ultimate on a minion and say that you're a god at League, and it pisses everybody off. And I think that's the
hilarious.
funniest shit in the world. It is literally
I do that shit.
the funniest shit. Like when you use, I'm using my ultimate move. Oh my god, like that shit kills me. And that is you using your humor in order to, you know, like in order to do better, like in order to make your stream exist, because if you're not just a pair of breasts, and no girl is just a pair of breasts.
But you've got to argue she's partly a pair of breasts, though, right? Like, it's part of the package.
I think so.
It's definitely part of it.
Yeah.
You have boobs.
It's part of the package. It's definitely a big part of the package. Like, you know, but I'm saying, like,
what you did there.
Thank you. But I'm also just saying that, like, she used that package and she decided to make it work for her for more than just being a girl with a big part of the package. She just wanted to make it more funny, and that's what she did. And that's not who I'm talking to. And God. And if I made a follow-up video, it's really just gonna be like, I can't stand down for my convictions. I do believe that some of these girls, very few, yes, but some of these girls are responsible for manipulating these young horny kids into giving them money, and I still.
But I think if you make that point, you need to call out the male streamers who do it too, because it's not just female streamers.
There are actually a lot of.
There's a separate issue.
Well, I mean, if it's coming down to exploiting people for donations and the methods that people use, then it's definitely not a separate issue. It's just that girls may have one particular advantage in that respect that they can utilize.
The two worst offenders that I think of on all of Twitch that exploit people for viewers, though, would be Phantom Lord and Crow. Like, hands down, unless you guys know of someone else that does it better. Whether it's the Phantom Lord, like the alcohol puking streams donate for the case openings for like 15 hours straight, or whether it's the Crow, how many times can I hint that I'm going to fuck this hooker that I brought home while you donate money for case openings? Like, those are probably like worst offenders, and those probably like.
Oh, I'm glad I don't watch those people. They sound like real assholes.
Oh, you need to get into the Counter-Strike streaming scene, and by Counter-Strike streaming, I mean case opening.
But wait a minute, I don't know anything about that. And I love Phantom Lord.
Sounds
his brother is super hot. And I'm just gonna say that, like, if they're playing the game, are they taking advantage of like people and their feelings, yeah, one can argue that. Does that make them assholes? In my book right now, yeah, I think that makes them jerks for taking advantage of, like,
okay, well, you know, at least you're applying your principles.
I apply it everywhere.
Consistently. That's cool.
Well, I think that we can talk all night about all kinds and extents of taking advantage of your viewers and stuff, and in all the ways you do it. But I think that the core point is that most of these ways don't have negative. Like, for example, Sky's sub button doesn't have a negative effect on a load of other streamers. And
Not
I think
necessarily
that
true.
to go
That's not
specifically
necessarily true.
about the girls who are doing this. About, you know, in the way that Sky mentioned, they do have a negative effect on a lot of other girl streamers who aren't doing anything wrong, and you can be like, oh, this is so weird to say, but I think that, you know,
prove that, though,
sad
Seb?
that-
No, I can prove the opposite right now, and TotalBiscuit will know as well as anyone else because you've been involved in these arguments on the internet. When you talk about words like faggot and words like that, people will say that even by you having gay up as part of a sub-message there, that you are reinforcing stereotypes and say it's okay to call gay people gay if you're a straight person. And there are people that will say you shouldn't even use gay jokingly
But
because
that's a
every time
descriptive word.
No, hold on. Oh, no, trust me. I've had this argument
your
in my career
sub-message
almost
is a gay
destroyed
joke,
over this.
right?
Like, you can use it as a joke, but there are people that would say that by you using it as a joke, you reinforce people's attitudes that think it's okay to jokingly call other people that are homosexual gay, and that they can just go around and say to anybody. Like, there are people that would argue that. I know this because I trust me, no one has been through the fucking ringer more than me on arguments relating to this shit. There are people that would make that argument. Like, right, TotalBiscuit, you can back me up on this, right? You know.
Yes.
Whether or not the argument is true, there are definitely people that would say that anytime you use certain words,
in a very large number, yeah. And you know, I have not used that particular word since that incident. I might add, you know, for a very good reason. It's not worth the fucking hassle. But yeah, it's. I think that it's you know, Civ, I think like you have all the good intentions in the world. I have no doubt of that. I think that you have a problem with being able to prove that point. The idea of proving harm is really hard. Like, it's a very similar thing to a lot of the arguments that we're currently having in the gaming scene about sexism and the way that female characters are portrayed. It's very difficult to prove harm of any description from the portrayal of those female characters. And I think that also applies to Twitch streamers as well. Is it actually harming female streamers that a lot of female streamers may decide to show cleavage or whatever? Is it harming anybody, really? It's a very hard argument to make, I feel. I think it's correlation equaling causation for the most part, and I don't necessarily think there's a lot of real evidence behind it.
Look, hold on, time out. This is going nowhere. This is a circle, and we're getting way off topic. And
I'm sorry, you expected us to come to a conclusion? This is the
No,
internet.
I'm just saying that the topic at hand is exploitation of softcore porn on Twitch that I think is kind of douchey if you're exploiting horny kids. And I have yet to hear, like, I have 2 examples where you agree, and of course 2 examples is not warranted enough to say that it's all girl streamers, which I never said it was all girl streamers. And I'm just trying to clear my name here when I say that my opinion isn't completely off base. Like, I really don't think that it is.
Yeah, but the problem that
what you're mad about is you're mad about people who manipulate their viewers for money, which I get mad about that too. And I think you need to make a new video saying that you're mad about that. People who manipulate their viewers for money. People, not women, not anybody in particular, but just streamers as a whole.
Well, I mean, you can mention women, but you mentioned that, you know, some females exploit viewers in a particular way that males don't necessarily have access to. It's, you know, it's the same idea, but you're using what you've got, ultimately.
Everybody, like, I mean, I hate to say it like this, but, like, when male streamers manipulate ways to get views, either they, like, pretend to be drunk on stream, or they cry, or they will purposefully bring up an accident that cost them money, and yeah, that is a way of manipulating, and that's bad. That's
Isn't that just as bad as a woman using her sexuality? Like, I don't know.
Well,
I'd say so.
What?
I'd say that they're on an equal level. Ultimately, it's all the same goal. It's to emotionally exploit somebody to try and get money out of them, and that's different to being pretty on stream and getting donations because you happen to be. That's because that's entirely, you're not manipulating someone into doing that. That's just something that they're doing out of their own free will.
I definitely agree.
You got money.
I definitely agree that like some people, or I definitely agree that those are on the same like playing field. But I think that when you use your body for these sort of things, you're taking an extra step, because a lot of these female streamers that I have watched, I've been in their chats, I've watched. When people like berate them and call them sluts and whores and whatever, like that's just an extra added thing. If I were to cry on stream and get money for it for whatever reason, the chat will spam cry faces and they'll say, "Oh, is everything okay?" There'll be a good 10% that say he's faking, fuck this guy, but most of them are pretty supportive. If a girl like, you know, shows her breasts on stream, she's just gonna get hammered with horrible things, and that's the guy's fault. But I also.
I don't know. If you show your breasts, you're probably going to get some pretty nice remarks. Well,
really, I don't see it when I see in girl streams when they're showing their breasts, I see fat whore, I see whore, slut, bitch, and those guys don't know how to treat those girls, and that's really shitty.
That's true, but there are two things that are wrong with that. One, sometimes showing the cleavage does help. You might get a lot of like fucking negative remarks, but initially it will get viewers in the door, right? There's a reason why people do it, because it's exploitive. That's like the entire purpose of this, right? It's not just people being mean. Some people are nice about it, and some people will donate money because of it. But the second thing is that even if you're a big streamer, like there are still people that get called out for like crying on stream, even people with like really loyal fan bases.
Yeah.
I'm sure that your chat is probably going to spam it as soon as I bring it up, but there's the Hafu copy pasta with, blah, 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 and so my boyfriend dumped me or whatever. Like, there are still people that will get shit for crying on stream, even if they have like a loyal face into it.
And they frankly, half of it.
I don't.
Reason for being upset.
I don't know what happened. That
I
sucks.
do, and it was fucking horrible.
Oh no.
Wait, with what?
Well, with Hafu in particular.
You're not claiming that Hafu did that for manipulation, right?
No. I'm claiming the exact opposite. Like, you're claiming that people say, you're just claiming that people, will say bad things when someone cries. Like, she was genuinely upset. And
no, right. If it's a real reason, like, for example, I streamed a year after my best friend died, and someone brought it up, and I cried. Like, nigga. Like, I'm gonna cry on stream, and that was like 3 years ago. But in that case, it's fine. But, you've definitely seen the ones that... I mean, Kaceytron, again, takes advantage of this. Well, she used to, when she would, like, pretend to cry and be like, "Could you please stop?" And, like, that
I never took advantage of that for donations. It was always to get a rise out of my chat.
Right, a rise out... Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
A rise out of your chat, more viewers, and that would boost you on the top of Twitch. And then you would inadvertently get more donations. Because when you read it in your crying voice, people love that shit. That's just true, Casey.
That's part of the performance.
Well, I don't even think that was inadvertent. Yeah, Kaceytron knew that.
Isn't it?
No, Kaceytron just admitted that she doesn't do it for donations, but I said it was she had to have known. She had to have known.
Like,
at the end of the day, entertaining my stream is more important to me than donations. And if, like, at a certain point in the game, like, it would be really funny if I started crying and getting really upset about something, then I'm going to do it because it fits the narrative and it's entertaining to my stream, not because I think I'm going to get viewers. I'm not just going to cry out of nowhere.
Well, Kaceytron is a
reason.
goddamn terrible example because she is literally playing a persona on stream. And there's actually not that many people that do that, and certainly even less that do it successfully.
I feel like a lot of these arguments come down to like arguments of semantics. Like when you talk about like taking advantage of people or exploiting people, like technically that's really all you do as a streamer. Like, what is the best way that I can monetize my fan base, right? That's a question that every streamer has to ask themselves. So you find different ways to exploit them, right? Which is what you're doing when you pimp out an Amazon affiliate link, when you pimp out sponsors, when you ask for donations, when you have message, like you're just looking to exploit people in order to get money for it. Like,
Casey?
it sounds bad, but
I think
that's the business.
I think that you are... Okay, can I read something that you tweeted me on March 18th? Yesterday?
Uh-oh.
I just want to make sure that this is coming from a comedy place and not a serious place, because you know that you're a troll, you have a persona, and I want to know your true intention. So I'm going to read this for you, okay?
Okay.
You tweeted at me a picture, just a heart, and it says, "In no way do I feel like Sky was calling me out in his video. I have a stream that is a unique outside of any sexual appeal I possess. I don't think that this issue is how any female presents herself I don't think that the issue is how any female presents herself on stream. I think the issue is average Twitch users' inability to see a female streamer as an individual instead of an entire group. Soda Poppin' is funny, Night Blue 3 is educational, I'm a Cutie Pie is laid back, Crip allows copy pastas, female streamers, they're all money-grubbing attention whore sluts. That is what you said to me yesterday.
And I said it in a sarcastic tone because sometimes people use sarcasm to make a point come across stronger. But sometimes people with... Never mind.
They use sarcasm, but in text, how am I supposed to believe that is sarcasm? You go on to write an article claiming the exact opposite after you were on that stream yesterday. So I must say, your intentions have been skewed from the beginning.
How am I claiming the exact opposite from the two different things that I said?
Because the last thing that you tweeted me was, they're all money-grubbing attention whore sluts. Now, that could be sarcasm, but because
it definitely was sarcasm.
But you've never
I
had
would have read that as sarcasm immediately.
But
I think it's so obviously sarcasm.
I'm British. We have inbuilt sarcasm detectors, so, you know.
Wait, but I wasn't calling her out in my video. And then she goes around and then turns around and writes this article that I haven't read yet. And I don't know, Casey, our relationship has always been like this. You're sarcastic to your stream, and then I would talk to you on raid call. You're a completely different person. You are no longer sarcastic. And I'm really just genuinely confused at this point. Because, like, that's just, I had to bring that up. Because I remember that tweet, and I wanted to make sure that if you were saying that as sarcasm, maybe I'm dumb as AIDS, but I did not see that immediately as sarcasm. I was just like, God damn, like, Casey, relax.
Can I offer an explanation and then Kaceytron can tell me if I'm wrong? Because I think it's really obvious. When you read something like that, what she's essentially saying is, it's not fair that every single guy can have their own shtick, but as soon as like a girl does something, she's automatically grouped in with every single, now they're all just cleavage whores or whatever. I'm pretty sure that was essentially the point.
That's the point that I would have got, yeah.
Right, I guess I'm just dumb as age then. But, I don't know, I just feel like I'm not saying that, but I guess a lot of people say that I am saying that, and if I have to make a follow-up video explaining that I'm not saying that, then I will. But all I'm saying is that the girls that take advantage of horny kids are jerks. And I'm not backing down from that ever. I'm sorry. I don't care if you think that it's okay for them to do it. Just because something is okay doesn't make it right. That doesn't make it right. Just like how my video was... Oh, you have something to say, Casey? You giggling over there? I'm just saying,
I wasn't giggling.
Look, I'm saying it doesn't make it right just because something is okay. Oh, how does that make sense? You both agreed that in those two isolated incidents, those girls that would reply and get people thirsty and horny and excited, like, that's not right. And that's who I was talking about in my video. Maybe my video didn't make that abundantly clear, but there's
It didn't.
Okay,
I'm gonna be honest,
fine.
it really didn't.
That's fine.
You were just talking about girls that had cleavage streams. That's what I got from
that. I got that from that, and then the girls on Drop Frames did.
That's
as well,
fine.
So,
you know what? That's fine. You can interpret whatever message you want from it. That is absolutely fine. That wasn't my message. But you know what?
Like the majority of people, I feel like if you polled an audience, I feel like 85+% of people would think that your video overall was condemning cleavage streamers. Like, period.
I disagree. I've gotten nothing. I've gotten like 85% positive reinforcement explaining people that they understood what I was trying to say.
Well, wait, but how do you know you're not getting positive
reinforcement? A bunch of individuals who want to believe that.
Hold on. Because look at Caterific. Hold on, not right now. Look at Caterific. Like, she made a video called Dear Slut Shamers, where she takes my video apart and says that I was slut shaming. That video, with all of her loyal fans, didn't do so well. Why? Because people disagreed with her. And you know what? I might lose this, but I'm gonna straw poll. There are a lot of people in this chat that aren't my fucking friends. I've seen nothing but people saying how I lost the argument, TotalBiscuit wins, all this shit. They all fucking hate Destiny, but at the end of the day, they hate me too. So I don't have a lot of friends in here. So I'm going to straw poll this. If you really feel like 85% of the people think that I'm only talking about people that show cleavage, then okay. But I'm talking about the girls that take advantage, purposefully making their cameras big and saying thirsty shit and having people donate to boyfriend applications. That was the message of my video. But I will happily straw poll. And you know what? Like I said
unfortunately,
again,
you've now skewed the straw poll by saying it. But
no. What the hell, TotalBiscuit? Everyone is on your side. If you don't believe,
no,
yes,
that's not.
I don't even play League
anymore. I've been watching the chat the entire fucking time. Everyone loves TotalBiscuit. You have been in this rationally and calm. I mean, shit, when it was just Destiny and Kaceytron, this shit was easy as fuck. You make things hard. That's why I'm like, well,
You
shit,
realize
now I
that
have to...
TotalBiscuit has pretty much repeated everything that me and Kaceytron have said, right? Like,
Yeah, except not yelling and using, like, Asperger's as a fucking comparison point. There's a big difference.
okay.
And not throwing around the fact that you've been doing this longer, except the Twitter thing was a joke, obviously.
Subscriber?
But trust me.
Oh, no, it wasn't. I was deadly serious.
Oh, shut up, Biscuit Bear.
Kidding me?
Okay. I'm typing it right now.
We're just enjoying the silence.
Yeah. I'm enjoying the massive scrolling of people saying people that I'm terrible. So, it's like, thanks, guys, thanks.
They fucking love you, man. They do.
Yeah, I needed that at 2 a.m. Holy shit.
Okay. Oh, it is 2 a.m. where you are.
East Coast boys.
If we can do something constructive in the meantime, I saw a tweet from someone very relevant in the scene, and he said, he actually kind of disagreed with something I said. He said, the path to becoming a respectable female gamer is so difficult due to a ton of factors. I don't think titty cams are the problem. I think it's more of an issue of how difficult it is because there is no support in place for them to succeed, but everything tears them down. TB, you're a good talker. What's your opinion on this? Maybe we can be constructive.
I think there is actually an issue there. I've spoken about it a few times in the past with StarCraft in particular, and it was in debates about female-only tournaments. And I believe this came up with League recently as well. There was a big spat over transgender and gay participation in them. But in particular, some people argue, why should girls be segregated? They should just play with everybody else. And the argument that I make is, well, it should be fairly obvious by the fact that StarCraft has literally one competitive female in the complete scene. And she's now gone to Dota. That there is obviously an issue that is preventing girls from getting to a competitive level, and it's across all esports, all of them, without a doubt. And that is what we need to figure out what that is. In the meantime, providing tournaments where they can play against people of their level and against the same gender is probably a pretty decent way to at least start the ball rolling. I don't think it's a particularly good solution, ultimately, because what we want really is to integrate competitive females in with the main competitive scene. But as it stands, we don't have any that are good enough to play in it. So the question, therefore, becomes how the hell do we get people to that point? And is it even possible? Is it just because females don't have the desire to play to that level? Are there social issues, biological issues? It's a really complicated topic, and I don't have the answer, I'm going to be honest. I don't think anyone currently has the answer. If they do, they're certainly not sharing it.
But you did say that the female tournaments aren't the answer, but they're helping.
I think they might help.
Couldn't you say the same thing for boob streams that go too far? Wouldn't it help if they weren't there, even though they're not the answer?
So you're saying that women who stream with cleavage have an effect on women who
no,
competitive
Kaceytron. I think women should be allowed to wear what they want, but sometimes they zoom in with the camera too far almost and make it the topic of the stream. No. There's a difference between a girl casually happening to be wearing some cleavage and making it the focus of the entire stream. There's a very obvious difference sometimes.
But in your hypothetical world, there's some girl that's like trying her hardest to become a pro gamer. She's training, she's putting in like 12 hours a day in fucking Dota 2 or League, whatever. And then she sees a girl streaming with like excessive cleavage cams, and then suddenly she just like quits playing. Like,
yes, that happens a lot. I'll pull up emails. Yeah, I'll pull up emails for you, dude. I will pull up emails. I'll pull up chat logs. There are so many people that.
Do you have emails from people that were legitimately competitive gaming? Or do you have emails from people that are like in fucking Silver 5 that stream to 4 viewers, get frustrated that they suck at League, get frustrated that their stream isn't very successful, and then they just blame it on cleavage cams, because there's a big difference there. Because the person, that silver whatever player, was never gonna make it, dog. Even without the cleavage cams, that person was never gonna be anyone.
First of all, dude, how can you be so dismissive of people trying hard on their streams? That's bullshit. Just because you're silver doesn't mean you can't work to a better ending.
Stop, calm down. I'm not being dismissive of people trying hard on their streams. I'm saying that if something is simple, and I know TotalBiscuit will back me up here, if something as simple as somebody streaming with something that makes you upset, like completely turns you off, you were never made to do this kind of thing, because it gets way fucking harder than that. It gets way harder than that, than dealing with another stream that you don't like.
Yeah, I have real problems with this correlation equals causation thing, because I mean, if you're saying you have emails and chat logs that prove this stuff, I mean, that would have been great to bring up in the video, for one thing. But secondly, do you have a large enough sample size to make sure that it's legit? Have you verified the authenticity of them?
Whoa, dude,
it's really hard to
What,
prove that,
gay?
and I just think there's too spurious a connection between the two things to really have any impact whatsoever. Because, like I said, I made the point before Twitch even existed, we still had no female pro gamers. And in Brood War, we had literally one female pro gamer who wasn't good enough to beat foreigners. And like in Brood War, beating a foreigner was like the bread and butter of Korean pro gamers. It was expected.
Like, dude, okay, the pool size or the sample size isn't going to be big, but that's because the entire pool for girl gamers isn't big. Like, in comparison, it could be big.
Okay, so is it a girl gamer who is going to, like, go on to be a professional streamer? Is it a girl gamer who's like, I only get 5 viewers and I'm a girl gamer. I tried posting my stream on the general discussion on League of Legends and it didn't get any attention. I think it's Kaceytron's fault. Like, I think there's a difference between those kinds of people, too.
Yeah, it's also noticed that that's
Whoa,
anecdotal,
dude,
and it's really not
What
particularly strong evidence one way or the other. I'm not discounting the idea that it is possible that some females have been discouraged by this behavior, but I made the argument earlier that it's also encouraging that females who are not really all that good at the game could still get viewers because they happen to have some other advantages that they can use to do it. So I think that the fact that there are female streamers that are able to be successful that way is actually potentially an encouragement, but I also don't have any evidence to back that up either, so that's an assertion. But, you know, ultimately, like, the issue of the lack of female gamers in competitive gaming is something that needs to be figured out. I don't know how to fucking solve it. I wish I did.
Wait,
like,
why?
It's absurd.
It's not. I don't see it as a problem. I just see it as different interests. Like, I mean.
Well, maybe it is that, but I mean, isn't it a little bit strange that something that, frankly, like both genders should be equally good at, because as far as we know, there's no biological reason for them not to be, has literally zero competitive of half the people on the planet? That's a bit odd, right? That's a little bit weird.
I mean, it's undeniable that there's a problem with female representation in video games. Yeah, that's like a cultural, or it's
in
cultural.
competitive gaming.
Well, even gaming in general, because let's be real, like we all know that those polls that 52% of women play games, those are only including mobile games, right?
Mostly mobiles, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, that's a demographic thing.
Yeah,
but, like I said before, the demographic of League of Legends is 10% female, and we have zero competitive female pro gamers. Like, the demographic of Dota is obviously less, but again, zero competitive female pro gamers, zero competitive female CSGO, any esport. There's no one on competitive level that can play in these tournaments. Nobody. Yeah. And that's really fucking weird. And I don't think you can boil it down to Twitch TV. You know, because it goes back way further than that. You know, I'd love to know what the solution is. I really would.
Somebody donated something that I wanted to bring up. It said, according to you, women expressing her femininity is wrong. What is wrong with you? Why is it wrong? You express your sexuality all the time, and there's no wrong in that. I don't even believe that I'm saying that.
Oh my god, you got money.
Like, I don't believe that I'm saying that at all. TotalBiscuit, am I saying that? If I am, tell me.
I don't think you're saying that specifically. I think someone's taking it a little bit too far.
No, but see, that's the whole frustration with this entire thing. It went from me posting this video to me being called a rapist in like 5 seconds flat.
Well, one, welcome to the internet, and two, welcome to the author.
Yeah, no, I get it,
dude,
but like,
subscriber.
I just feel like my video was not about censorship. My video was to raise awareness about that these girls exist. That's all I wanted to do, and I think that I did. Maybe it wasn't the best. Maybe a lot of people already knew. I know this conversation has been going on for a long time. I'm not a revolutionary person who like started this conversation and suddenly I'm gone. No, nothing like that. But I definitely think that there needed to be some awareness to the fact that there are some girls that do this, and I don't know. So far, every single time I bring up this point, I don't.
I think the thing that hurts you the most is that like you have like one of the most successful kind of girl streamers that are well known for the cleavage thing, who's reasonably intelligent, I think, or at least from what I've seen, and she felt like personally attacked by it, right? So I think it's not like a far stretch to say that a lot of
Which
other
girl?
female streamers, yeah, unless there's another female streamer. I don't know much about Civ.
Oh well.
Civ's got lustrous hair, I'll give him that. Like, I'm pretty jelly of it, frankly.
Yeah. Here,
but I mean, like,
okay.
I think it speaks to the message
Maybe
of your
he's
video
born
that
with it, or maybe it's
Kaceytron
Maybelline.
felt like she was personally attacked by it, right? I'm pretty sure like, that's what spurred her on to
I
write
mean, I
everything on
didn't
Twitter.
necessarily feel like I was personally attacked by it, but I did feel like he was shutting down like a lot of female streamers, and it hurt them. And I felt, as a popular female streamer, I should say something about it.
Yeah, but once again, I think Kaceytron is a difficult subject here because a part of her humor is parodying, you know, a lot of the girls Sky was actually talking about.
Yeah,
you know, it's a weird connection.
You're the personified version of the hyperbole that is my video. That's your shtick. It's like your donation sound is literally the same thing that you get
Whoa,
on that.
dude, a
you know, that
subscriber?
cam
What
site.
are you,
Like,
gay?
it's funny, but you know, if every girl streamer acted like you but serious, there'd be a problem. But they don't. You are arguing
Whoa,
that into
dude, a
absurdity.
subscriber?
That's
What
the
are you,
point.
gay?
Hey guys, take it off sub mode. Take it off sub mode, please. Never in sub mode.
Whoa, dude, a subscriber? What are you,
Poll
gay?
is over.
Yeah, I mean, I think the argument's kind of gone about as far as it can go, really. I mean, we're just going around in circles at this point. It's
Yeah.
I
Whoa,
personally
dude,
think
a
a follow-up video would be
subscriber? What
good.
are you,
I think
gay?
that you talking about streamer exploitation of viewers would be an excellent topic to cover. And I think that you should cover it from both the way the
Whoa,
males do
dude,
it
a
and the
subscriber?
unique
What are
ways
you,
that
gay?
some female streamers do it as well. I think that would be great.
Okay.
Personally.
Before I stop this, I want to get into a quick call with just TotalBiscuit. That's what I want to do.
Are you
That's
coming on
suicide,
to me?
man, if you're going to disagree with him.
Are you coming on to me? Because
Shut-
we've talked about this.
No. I just want to get in a call with just me and you for the conclusion of this. Is that okay?
I mean, I'm fine with it.
All right, cool.
Me and Kaceytron will just get in a private call of ourselves.
Very great civil discussion.
All right, thanks,
Thank you,
guys.
Sky.
No problem. See ya. I want to get this done once and for all before I end this. Because I'm sorry, but Destiny kept saying, like, oh, TotalBiscuit, you got my back. Nigga can't speak for himself, so I just want the source. Hey. Biscuit Bear.
This is an ambush, isn't it?
No, I'm doing this because every single time someone had something to say, they would just say, Biscuit, you got my back, right? And I'm like, bruh. So I might as well just go to the source. Might as well just go to you.
I mean, I agree with most of what Destiny says, and not necessarily in the way he says it, but I agree with quite a lot of what he says.
And that's totally fine. But the only thing that I want to get out is I want you to
Whoa,
tell
dude,
I want you
a
to tell me and
subscriber?
explain
What
to
are
me
you,
in a way
gay?
that I can understand that's not yelling where my thought process is wrong here. And I'm going to tell it to you one more time, and I just want you to dismantle it. That's it.
Okay.
Because in all of this, I'm just trying to learn. Even though, like, I made that video, I could be just as ignorant as somebody else, but I don't vividly see it, and I hope that you
Whoa,
can help.
dude, a subscriber?
Okay.
What are you, gay?
All right. I mean,
Okay.
I think it's going to be the same argument I made earlier. I think that you self-admitted that it was a blanket statement. That's why people are upset about it. It wasn't specific enough.
So, but the message isn't wrong, is it? If it was specific...
Yeah, but the
then-
message wasn't conveyed well. Like, the message that you are conveying now is not the same message that I heard when I watched your video. And it's also not the same message that, like, the girls on Drop Frames heard either. So it really seems to be more of a problem with actually getting that message across.
Can you explain then why the majority, like so many female streamers or whatever they were, gave me a really, really great deal of support? I've gotten nothing but support from women. Like, it's about 10% of women that have been sending me death threats